Robbie, Jack Mac, Big Ev here to recap it all, talk about this weekend's fights as well. Before we get into any of that, let's remind everyone about one of our sponsors. That is Game Time. We absolutely love Game Time. They are the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. And NFL, obviously, in full swing right now. They're going to make it the easiest to get into games. You've got the tailgates, the pack stands, the buzz before kickoff. Sometimes getting in is a nightmare with the queues, the price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to just be at the game, be happy, cheering, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. And the best part, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. If you pull up the website right now, Browns at Jets. I know it's Jets. Tough week to be a Jets fan, I think. Or maybe people are happy with them blowing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you want to go to the game on Sunday, I mean, that's certainly a game to go to.
Browns and Jets.
But you could kind of go to football. It, like, ironically. Yeah. And maybe you go in.
$41 too. For $41, it's like you're paying for what? That's a dinner on Uber Eats or something.
Exactly. And obviously the Giants are a little bit more, I guess they're not as in it as they almost were, but they're a lot funner of a team to watch if you want to go see them. And then obviously next weekend, I mean, you can use Game Time to get into UFC 322.
Exactly. Game Time is the best. They make it the easiest. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BACKFIST for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BACKFIST, BACKFIST for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Well, we
got to start with the scandal, obviously. We got potential alleged fight fixing going on in the UFC, specifically with the Dulgarian fight.
I think it's fair to say that Isaac Dulgarian's under investigation right now for fight fixing.
Yes, the UFC is saying they're cooperating with the FBI. They were actually informed before the fight. Dana revealed that there was some suspicious activity going on with the lines.
From IC360, which Dana reminds us multiple times.
The best in the business.
Best in the business.
Yes. And the part of the interview that made it even crazier, he confirmed part of Harry Mack's reporting, who's been on top of most of this. And he said they actually were told something's going on and had a meeting with Dulgarian and his lawyer.
I can't believe Dulgarian has a lawyer.
I know, like, get your lawyer on the phone like crazy.
I guess just if you have like we'll get into the Iridium or whatever it is stuff, but I guess you have
like a management.
Like that, they'll kind of have a
good
lawyer.
performance.
Yeah, true.
I think that's all kind of part of it.
So he hops on a Zoom call with them and they say like, hey, do you owe anyone money? Is anyone approaching you about anything sketchy going on? Are you injured? And he was swearing up and down everything's normal.
He was like, I'm going to kill this guy.
He said, I'm going to kill this guy. Yeah. Then he goes in and loses a fight that looks real suspicious. A fight that people are pointing out. He had a takedown, hands locked, kind of
in the middle of the octagon.
Yeah.
That he would finish. This is for people that don't know Isaac Dulgarian as well as we do. Not that we're like the most all-knowing cage knowers, but you know what? We do watch a lot of the sport and we watch him a lot. He's known as this incredibly athletic wrestler that gets takedowns at will, kind of like a poor man's Marab in his own way. And that was a takedown that he should have gotten. And I think at that time I was like, oh, he's injured. But if he told Dana before, I'm not injured, then
it's fish. Dana said he literally watched the finish of the fight, stood up, walked to the back, and called the FBI.
Well, it was sketchy. Like you watch it and the whole thing unfolds and then it happens and immediately you're like, oh, like some fuckeries.
And as you sent us a text, you were the first one to tell me there's like fuckery going on with Dulgarian. That's when he went from minus 260, like minus 180.
Yeah.
But then the most interesting part was all the props were taken down across the board.
Hours before the
obviously we were with DraftKings, but this was across the board. Mm-hmm. Their competitors, people offshores, casinos, the entire industry, which is for a UFC fight in this day and age of sports gambling, unheard of to not have props up before the fight.
And keep in mind, this is all I think in some ways you could argue it was strategic, allegedly, in the like big college football Saturday.
Yep.
World Series Game 7 is on. Sliding a little David Onama or Garcia fight night call.
Yeah.
That's at 4:00.
On ESPN Plus.
It's a prelim. that's on like ESPN Unlimited. That I'd imagine it's lesser watch than like some of the other cards, even like the fight night ones that are whatever.
Yeah.
Just given everything else there was to watch and going on like a nice Saturday. The whole thing is sketchy. Like I'm convinced beyond like my brain. I'm just like I think he did it.
Yeah.
I can't prove that for sure, but I would need some like very, very, I mean, I don't know what evidence they could bring that would convince me otherwise. I just think it just was clear. And just the way he acted in the fight, even you like, don't take it from us, take it from people like Michael Chiesa and some other guys who like really did this shit, have fought for a long time, have participated in jiu-jitsu and wrestling and all these things. And the things he was doing, even just fighting like the choke, were like amateurs of that. We've seen him fight so much better than that. It wasn't like it was like these mental mistakes that he just wouldn't make like that. I think even just the way the choke, it was like this dramatic thing. Even I noticed it because I watched it now a few times. Like there were multiple times where I felt it was clear he could have like turned or like defended a different way and just didn't.
Yeah.
Like he had openings to do things, and Chiesa and other guys have pointed this out at like an abundance that he had. There was many ways he could have got out of it and was like, even like almost half putting himself in position to do it and then just like not doing it.
Now
it's sketchy.
To play devil's advocate, he was almost quote unquote knocked out earlier in the fight. If he was throwing it, now obviously maybe he was being told like you have to play devil's advocate to the devil's advocate. We want you to lose by submission. But wouldn't he have just laid down there? He had his back, he was on top, and he was landing pretty clear, and he was flattened out. He could have why not just lay there and the fight and pretend you're like KO, and then just like act like you're woozy, and then you walk to the back.
Unless, like you said, it was
like why
submission.
I think it was not even that. I think it was they wanted like make it don't look completely like.
All right, fair.
But the balls, like to get the confirmed, like Dana basically saying we're on to you. Don't do anything fishy. To go out there and then do that, like. How do you, is it, if that's what happened, is it desperation? Is it like, this is such a last ditch?
I think Dana may have told him, hey, bro, if you need something, do not throw this fight. We'll figure it out for you.
That's what I mean. So like, why is he confronted? Basically like, you're caught red-handed, don't do it. And then he does it.
I think people are that stupid. Like, I think he probably felt he was pot committed already. If it was real that he was pot committed, he had maybe even either received some type of payment or like, you don't know what kind of people you're dealing with that are doing these kind of stuff. Like
that's another thing I wonder. Who are these people?
Because you're thinking, obviously you think back to like stuff that it's like document of like mob type guys, who are like dangerous guys who you don't want to fuck around with.
Yeah. Who's offering the fixed fights nowadays, and how are they offering them? Is it an Instagram DM? I feel like that would get leaked.
So I would think they would approach you in person.
I was talking to some people that like run like legit sports betting operations. And they were like, dude, the thought of throwing a fight, and which is a huge risk in itself, and then betting on it on legal books is like insane. Like they were just like that. Like it does, like they were speculating that it was not a professional. It was people that had money. And also maybe they got it from like drug dealing. Maybe they got it from like other nefarious ways, a crypto scam. And they were like, let's double this. Let's triple this. Let's quadruple it.
Yeah.
And they were like, we got Bulgarian. That was just a speculation. I don't think this was like, oh, it's going to come out. It was this huge syndicate, like a sports betting that's like bets millions of dollars all the time. Those people, like if they were to do it, they wouldn't have gone to fucking Hard Rock and been like, yeah, I'm gonna bet it all down, bet like it all right now.
20,000 on a first round, like
like that.
Prop. Yeah,
like
although we have had like the who was it, Demopoulos and Morales.
Yeah, but they will now be
in Lando Venado.
They all ran it back.
Lando was kidding. He said,
but they all say that now.
True.
That's what they've all said, because they realize now the FBI is going to want to talk to you, idiot.
Correct.
And that's what these guys are too dumb to realize.
Yeah.
Is that like now that you even just said that it's happened, they're going to say, who the fuck was it?
Lando, I did think he was kidding. Because
I think they all were telling the truth.
I thought Lando was kidding.
I think they all were telling the truth.
When he said it, he said, I've been axed 7 times. If you check my record, he has 7 losses. I thought that was like,
all right.
But even Edgar Sheris, who said it now too.
Yeah.
And he was like, I would never do it. Like he was like, I didn't do it. And that guy, he fights his ass off like every time he fights.
Yeah,
I believe it. But
Demopoulos is in Vegas a lot. Like, I mean, obviously, like the old school like Sin City shady Vegas doesn't exist as much
Morales
anymore.
did say someone just walked up to him in a casino and offered him $70K, which is like chump change for that.
Yeah, here's the thing I was thinking about. For Dolgarian, how much would he have had to get to throw it to really make it worth it?
You would think like
millions.
$1 million? Yeah. More.
Probably more.
But it's never like no one's ever going to offer you that much.
That's what I'm thinking too. They're going to offer
They're not gonna be able to get
Dolgarian
down
$1 million
that much
to.
on it.
Also, they're not yet that. And also, if they're betting on legal books, the books are just going to fucking hold the money. They're going to be like, you're not getting that.
That's what those Hard Rock bets, they haven't been paid out.
No
They're
shit.
they're just frozen.
Really?
Yeah,
Makes sense.
And they have your name.
I thought they had been paid out.
It was no, because it's flat. It's not like obviously DraftKings is a good shop, and also like when you're someone you just bet $100, whatever, $10, whatever it is, it clears in a second because it's a little bit of money. Like for them, like if you're betting 20 grand on like an 8-to-1 prop that has fishy activity,
yeah,
they're not just like throwing 160K in your account. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
They're way more regulated than that.
And then they were like, wait a second, all of these accounts, and we have all their names, and then you know all these people, and like that person's in your Instagram, that person's in your Instagram. There's 6 people that all bet this at the same time, round 1 submission, and then obviously that UFC, their sports betting integrity partners involved. Yeah, we're holding this money. Like and they're not going to run into any issues with the gaming commissions with that. The gaming commissions are going to be like, no, we need to figure this out.
Yeah.
So I think it's so stupid to do, but like people do stupid things sometimes.
And I'm thinking, of course, this is so stupid to do. Have people been getting away with this? Are we the stupid ones where it's like, I know you don't think there's this massive scandal, but how many times have they gotten away with it?
I mean, I think the big thing that Ariel was saying, it was like, it's not crazy to go to the way of the referees.
I've been saying it for months.
Yeah.
I think it's real. There's just been too much sketchy activity.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
People keep pulling up random clips here and there. And of course you're watching them now through the lens of like looking for something, but there are a couple like referee clips where I'm like, yeah, that was kind of fucking weird. Like, why did that happen?
Shit, I feel like I've been seeing it in real time. Like, it just is a lot of, and it's not like people are just very quick now to be like, oh, like, yeah, because obviously they know I gamble a lot. So they're like, oh, like your bet boy just fucking like mad because you lost your bet. I'm like, no. A lot of them I'm like, I didn't even an action on, or like there's been ones even I was on the right side, or like it didn't matter.
Yeah. And
I'm like, no, that you just see it. It's just like sketchy as fuck. Like a lot of Herzog stuff. Like now I think he's under investigation. It sounds
allegedly.
Like, I don't know. I got my eye on Keith Peterson too, allegedly. A lot of stuff going on there.
I will say that
I've been saying he's allowing too much nonsense.
So much nonsense. Like the amount of nonsense allowed on Keith Peterson creates the nonsense. That's how nonsense.
Oh shit.
I will say though, like those watchdogs, like they'll look at everything. Like if they're
I've seen some Mergliata smoke too.
If there is a connection, like they will find it, because I mean they have the data on everything, and if they feel like they have something, they'll just match it up to who refereed it, and then if I mean I don't know how the FBI handles all this. What was very interesting to me is it was also kind of funny. It goes to Ev's theory. I mean the last one with Krause, who Dolgarian did work with, and Derek Milner, it was almost 3 years to the date. I know FBI investigations take a while, but Krause is still under investigation.
And Dana said now this gets looped in with that.
That makes me think Krause is like working with the FBI right now.
Ooh, you think maybe there's
informant type stuff? Now,
I'm not saying he necessarily put together this.
Yeah.
Not at all. But like, I think that he wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked to hear if Krause was like, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
This is how I got my outs. These are the people that are doing this all the time. Like it wouldn't shock me if Krause was fixing fights and they were like, you're going away for 50 years. And then he was like, wait a second, I can show you more. Who knows? But that thing still being under investigation is kind of crazy, because it's not like that's a massive RICO case where you got a bug and everything. I mean, it's the UFC, it's his fighters that he fought. I don't know.
Is it like, maybe this is stupid? Is it like, does that get put on the back burner for the FBI to deal with bigger things, and that's what makes it take so long?
Possibly. That's
someone constantly dedicated to like the Krause case.
Usually, like I mean,
I don't know how that works. I'm completely ignorant on that.
I also think like, I mean, why, if that's a very big like sports integrity thing,
yeah,
I feel like that's something that they would want to do. And also FBI, like although they're supposed to be caring about the little things and are big things that don't make as big of headline news, the FBI is always trying to make headline news. Like there's a reason that they were saying like mafia connected poker game, like mafia poker games, the NBA.
Stuff.
It's like it wasn't like there was like these huge mobsters or anything. The dudes talked about this, but like they know what catches headlines and it helps the FBI. And it's like UFC, like we stopped the UFC like fight fixing operation is huge news.
True.
Devil's advocate would be obviously Dana is friends with the administration, friends with Cash Patel. He's like, actually, can you put that on the bar, like back burner for a little bit?
Yeah.
But who knows?
Also, a lot of smoke. How do you say Jason House is for? It's Iridium.
Yeah.
Iridium.
A lot of smoke around that like all these people that are coming out are like Iridium fighters. I don't know. A lot of sketch. I don't know.
And they're denying everything. Like,
Of course they are.
of course,
But it's
doing
like-
interviews and
Iridium.
they said they've
Jason
now,
House, great friends with Zach Bryan. Maybe Zach Bryan's throwing fights. I'm
Zach
kidding.
Bryan.
Joke. That was a legend. That was a joke. Not even a legend. That was a clear
Parody.
joke.
Parody law.
Parody. But Jason House, yeah.
So I guess he initially he responded to Haramack the first day, like the initial when
Yes.
it came out,
Mm.
and then since they're not talking to anyone, Ariel denied comment because I think Ariel asked about like all these fucking guys are your guys.
The only thing with Jason House is a lawyer probably was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
probably.
But that's I don't know. A lot
Even
of,
if he's
it's all alleged, it's all speculation. But I'm just saying, there's
Coach came out, denied all involvement, said he's not going to work with him anymore.
Yeah, Montoya.
Yep.
And he was like, I mean, I don't know why, but I do believe Montoya.
I trust Montoya. I mean, maybe foolish.
Jason
Krause
House,
is around
though, I
there,
don't
but,
know.
Like, I trust him.
The connections to James Krause is significant for
Mhm.
Bulgarian. Now, could it just be happenstance? Yeah, but that is crazy that we have a connection there.
And now, like the way people are using like fighters in a picture with James Krause, almost like he was in a picture with Epstein. Is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there is something funny about that to me.
That is
Well,
very
yeah.
true.
It's the MMA, like he was spotted with Krause.
I think the Bulgarian thing too is this is a guy on record in interviews has actively talked about gambling, has talked about like we should be getting a percentage,
Mhm.
which I think he's so dumb he didn't understand the way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so like I'd be like, he basically wants like when I bet on Bulgarian, he wants a piece. I'm like, all right, so when I bet on you and you lose, you give me part
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
salary? Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm saying this is someone that dumb would do something this dumb. Like
Yeah.
I believe that. Like
Yeah.
all the information I currently have leads me to believe that it's the case. Nothing's a fact as of now, but
And Dana did say last night, it's like, I can tell you this now, it does not look good for him.
of course
That was his quote.
because he's fucking. His cell job was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how you make a cell job in a fight look good unless you literally just go in there like I'm just gonna get knocked out.
True.
Like,
I'll
I'm
take
just
one on the
gonna
chin and
essentially let this guy just
chill, yeah.
touch my chin and just hopefully like God just takes over. And
I
just
think
Yeah.
you just become, if I had to do it, I'd be tentative. And I was like, I would avoid a lot. And then I'd be like, I'm going to lose by decision. Or I get knocked out. But like, I'm not trying to get knocked out. I'm not throwing as much. And then like,
You've thought
if-
about this, huh?
yeah. If I was, and if I, and like, let's say I was taken down, it's like I'm about to, I'm like, I'm pulling guard. I'm not trying to get, like, I'm just trying to survive the round, almost like stall out in its own way and lose at 30-27.
yeah.
I made a
I think
joke
that would be the
yesterday.
way to do it. Like, be like, oh, and then just be like, hey, like, I don't know, like, I'm having trouble at home with my wife.
See, but that's a smart guy. You're Jack. You're a smart guy, but see, a dumb guy says, "No, I'm going to lose in the first round." Because other dumb guy says, "Hey, we need to bet you 8-1 to
Yeah,
lose in the first
yeah.
round. You're a big dog. So how can we maximize profit? We're going to bet you to lose in the
It was
first
plus
round."
225.
Huge
You could have
favor.
just fucking got down enough. Yeah, no, I think we're dealing with some not the.
That's what I'm saying. These people, like everything that it seems that they've done, like all this, the Hard Rock action, all this, like betting legally, like you said, just doing it in general. Like you said, like me and Jack understand, like you can't get down that much.
You
money.
can't.
No one, because legal books aren't going to take that action, and anyone who's running like an illegal book is not just randomly taking like $1 million on fucking Doval.
Yeah.
Like it's just not happening. Like
Yeah,
it's not. That's not how.
You would be.
That's not how the gambling space works. I'm sorry.
You would have to. You'd struggle to get down 50K on Del Val.
100%.
They'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about 50K? You haven't bet UFC your whole life."
That's what I'm saying. All of a sudden now you want to put 50K in like a 2-1 dog, and there's obviously like before the line movement. But
Yeah.
Point like even then, even if when it got down to close, he's plus like 115 at a certain point.
You would need access to certain accounts that have like special limits that are very VIP, and you'd have to be a very connected bettor to have the access to those accounts. And it's like, I don't think that's why these guys walked in the fucking Hard Rock.
Like you'd have to be like a Floyd Mayweather, like a Dana White type bettor, like type person who's like, I want to put like $1 million on this because, or like a Dave. Like Dave could do it. Yeah. But that's because he's like that.
But he would
rich.
never.
No, when I say could do it, I mean could get that much action on the.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
It's like you, but these are people who they know who everyone is.
Yeah,
like they know if you're a winning and losing gambler. Yep. They know how much money you make. They know how much money.
Can't be a nobody off the street.
Like you can't just be a no. Like you have to be someone who. All right, Dave would say this, a losing gambler who wants to put on a fight he loves, wants to put $1 million on it. He probably, if he like did it in advance, he probably. But I'm saying that's what it takes. Who has a 9-figure net worth. Who like is well documented, has that network, and is a gambler, and is a losing gambler, is even more so. They're willing to take.
And the head of risk management for the entire sports book would have to say yes to it. It would get that high.
Yes,
like it's really, really hard to pull this off at scale. And I know I don't know. I didn't see Harry Mack officially say this. I saw a graphic that said he said $16 million was bet at the Hard Rock on that fight. I think there's like a higher chance I become the president of the United States for that being true. Yeah. Maybe 16 million total on the fight in general on every sports book, but like on Hard Rock, no chance. No, I would be shocked if they had more than $250,000 down on that fight, like in all of Hard Rock. It's an app that's legal in 2 or 3 states. Yeah. It's casino based. It was a college football Saturday, like a Game 7 of the World Series. Fall, it also early. It wasn't a huge election, but early early polls were open. Like people were voting. This was no one was watching this. We were the losers watching.
Yeah. Also, Jewish Better in the chat brings up a good point that Jack.
Shout out Jewish Better. He's an awesome guy.
Yep. He says there was a guy who was paid to throw a fight, and he wound up winning the decision. With these judges, I wouldn't leave anything to decision. I think he was disputing your point about, if you were paid to throw a fight,
that's a good point.
Try to do it by decision. That you did say new all-time bad beat dropped. You threw a fight and won.
I don't know if Ariel Helwani was talking about. He was like, he got a text. He was like, I know 1 fixed fight and then 2 or like ones that like they attempted to. Now that guy that texted Ariel may have meant. Attempted by they tried to get the guy.
Maybe, but yeah.
But I was thinking,
your thought is much.
Tried to throw a fight, and you got the guy on record. You bet it all, and he accidentally wins. It'd be the worst beat of all time.
Yeah. I mean, that's like
you're going to jail. You lost.
I mean, it's like have you guys seen that the Boston College Mob 30?
Yeah.
That's like the funniest thing. He won it. The one guy he kind of got caught in the middle of it. And would just foul out on purpose.
Yeah.
Because you'd be so afraid, and then they'd a couple times they just didn't actually they ended up covering their own spread and and guys are you got wise guys losing their shirt over it's supposed to be a sure thing.
Hot Billy says he went to school with the Jewish Better and he's Irish. Is that true? Probably not.
No. The Jewish Better, I don't know. I know he lives in Texas now. He does great. He does a podcast with Lucrative James that Big Ev and I met. In Chicago, great guy, and I think he's in Texas now. He may be from New York, who knows? But I don't think he's from Jersey, like
Billy,
Although we don't even know where Hot Billy's from. So
true, he's one of those parts unknown guys
from Jersey.
Because I feel like he's told me that once, but then I realized that could be fake.
He probably said he went to school with Joe Rogan when he was in Jersey or something.
Yeah, he was like, actually, I was Robbie's best friend. I never told him that I run this account.
Jewish Better says, appreciate the shout out. I'm from NJ.
There we go. Shout out, Joe.
All right, maybe we're onto something there.
I know he did move to. He has some great bets. I think he was high on Yadier Del Val the entire week last week. But it was a clear he was like, I think this guy is it's a 50-50 fight.
No, that's I was pretty much because on the breakdown I said I kind of
imagine the FBI's open up.
I'm pissed because I was like I could have got in before everyone knew it was getting fixed.
Damn.
Instead, I was on over 2.5, the worst bet of all time. And the guy's fixing a fight.
Yeah.
Over 2.5 is the worst bet ever.
Yeah.
And I had great CLV. It went from plus 130 to like plus 100.
Yeah.
And it just didn't matter because the guy was fucking allegedly throwing the fight.
Before Dana did this interview last night, I had a tweet that I just thought was stupid, funny thing to say, where I was like, for the record, like guilty conscience, like I threw the fight against Kayla Harrison. Like I was offered $7 million to make her look like a killer. And then Dana White was like, I don't know why people were tweeting jokes because now the FBI is calling you. And I was like, the FBI better not call me over that.
That was so funny when he was like calling out Harry Mack. He was like, that's clickbait bullshit. As he was on TMZ, I saw somebody point that out on TMZ on Twitter. I think it may have been Nolan King or maybe who's the Irish reporter? What's his name?
Sean Sheehan?
Sheehan. I think Sheehan may have said that. A very funny tweet. But then also, the way he was saying it, he was like, oh, you were throwing fights? Well, now you're part of this investigation. It's like, yeah, well, the FBI is now calling you. Why didn't you report that to the authorities?
And I know this is nothing but like a headache for Dana and the UFC. For the fans that love that's fucking illegal side of Dana White, we're going to get some great quotes out.
Oh, yeah.
Because
federal prison.
Still one of my favorite quotes of all time. Yeah, like the interviews he was doing about the guy streaming when he was like, we have people outside their door right now. If they click that button, they're in prison.
We know where. I think he was like, we're watching them right now.
He's like, press that button. I dare you. Press that button on Saturday night. So funny.
That's Robbie. You said I need like I wish there was like how they did that like behind the scenes that was on like Roku or whatever.
Yeah.
I need like or like Dana just sees Delgarian tap out, immediately just gets up,
stands up.
He's like, Cash.
Yeah.
Some shit's going on. You gotta get on this.
Cash Patel's like, I can't talk right now. I'm at my girlfriend.
That's
country American.
Yeah,
I'm in the
my real patriot girlfriend.
I'm in the hot tub with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
When I get out, I'll make a phone call.
Or
get on this.
Something big is going down right now.
I will say, I guess he probably just has multiple numbers to the FBI, but the thought of just being like, yeah, I picked up my phone and called the FBI is very.
I know the thought of like FBI, like 911. Hello, is this the FBI? Yes. All right.
I was actually shocked to hear Dana was watching Apex fight.
I know he was there.
Honestly, the only reason he was watching was because
he was like,
the FBI called, or whoever called him was like, yo, there's some sketchy shit.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this.
And then Dana was like, yeah, let me just keep my eye on Delgarian. He goes, Del Valle?
All right, let's tell everyone about another one of our great sponsors here on the Spin and Backfist MMA show. That is New Amsterdam Vodka. We got it on the table. Find your wins with New Amsterdam. It is the official vodka of Barstool Sports, the official vodka of the UFC, and in our opinion, is the official vodka of winning. It's the best in the business, a champion vodka, and you match it up against any other vodka out there, and oh boy, it's a knockout for New Amsterdam. So whether you're catching the fights at your favorite bar or just hanging at home listening to us talk, celebrate your wins with the insanely smooth New Amsterdam Vodka. Whatever you want to get from them, whether it's the original, the Pink Whitney, any of their products, you can't hold a candle to any of them. They're the best. Celebrate your wins. Find your wins with New Amsterdam. Thank them for sponsoring not only the program and UFC, but Barstool as a whole.
Yeah, shout out New Am.
The best.
They'll be doing fight week stuff in New York next week.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll do a bunch of meet and greets with fighters. So keep an eye out if you're in the metro area.
Definitely. Anything else? I mean, Steve Garcia.
Great performance by him.
He's great.
Well, people are accusing Onama of a bad performance because he's Iridium too.
Yeah.
But I think it's
people were accusing Skinny Bets of stuff because Skinny Bets cashed on the color. People were in the chat. We're talking about that as well.
So
alleged.
Onama in like 2022, after a fight, called out Skinny Bets. He was like, "Shout out Skinny Bets." That got brought up recently, and then obviously the connection of Onama with Iridium, and then all of that. So, I mean, I don't think there's any fight fixing going on there. There was no weird line movement with that. Steve Garcia I think he just hits really fucking hard.
Yeah.
And shout out to him. I mean, what a run.
I felt like
an incredible run.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the call, but I hate the call at the same time. The like Max Holloway BMF call out, I didn't love because it's just so like I actually respect him from a BMF standpoint, but you're just not getting that fight.
I know
he's moved up in weight already. Like,
I thought that was stupid.
Like you're on this great run. Like he should have called out like Yair.
He threw it away. Yeah.
I still think he gets a fight like that, but I also appreciate his mentality. Like, he's very much like, I know I'm not getting a title shot. I know I'm probably not even getting one after the next one. Like, he basically already accepted I'm gonna have to be like the Bilal Marab of this division, where I win like 11 in a row and get then I get a title shot. Because I think he's gonna have to win at least 2 more to even be like considered.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Definitely, but that's why I agree with your take on like Yair would have been a great call out.
Arnold Allen, someone like that would have been a great.
You're throwing your moment away, and for like you're not going to get it. The fans also don't even want that.
He hasn't gotten to the name value.
No.
Yet. He's not there yet.
You can do that if you think the fans would be on your side. I think
he could. Like, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he could get there.
The finish streak, obviously, it went away with the Cater fight, but like saying, "Oh, he's finished 5 out of the last 6, 6 out of the last 7, and in inside the distance," could really work if you do that against 2 top tier guys, and then it's like, yeah, the fans could get behind you, but. I agree. I respect that he knows that, but yeah, waste of a call out because he could have had a good one. I mean, Arnold Allen hasn't fought in a while.
Really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he called out someone like Craig, like even someone even higher, like just really anyone in the top like 6 or 7.
Definitely.
I thought would have been like more than good call out.
He's earned that.
6, 7.
I can't even talk normal. I hate it. It's weirdly it happens to me so much more than I realize. I feel like because even I feel like there's been like 4 or 5 times in the last like week.
Sorry, I've said that.
I've said that unironically and just walked into it.
Yeah,
I've done it too.
I feel like it's like stepping on a shovel, like you just or like a.
I just saw a video of someone doing that on Halloween. Kids would be like, "How many pieces can I take?" And people were like 6 or 7. And they were like, "Oh, he said it."
The new 6'9".
Yeah, it is.
Curtis Sewa was doing it last night before he got like 8% of New York City votes.
He was saying 6 or 7%.
He said to a little kid, he was like, "I want 6 or 7 of like your households to come vote for me."
And the little kid, I'm sure, was like,
the little kid was recording and then like looked at his friend and was like, "That's so funny." And they walked away.
Like, this guy's awesome.
Then they went into place 35 votes for Zoran. No. There was a very cringe video. I feel like, what's interesting? No UFC fighters done after a win. Like there's not been we've seen a lot of football.
We'll get that eventually.
That's true. We've seen a little boo boo from Mano, but we've not gotten the 6, 7 reference.
The 6, 7. Yeah,
we're getting there.
Someone, if Jen DeRoba, I would have thought would have done it. She did the Island Boys thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We might get one on the big pay-per-view. The New Yorker, I could see someone doing it, like the prelim or something.
Who I could have seen
do that at MSG?
Yeah, who would imagine Bo Nickel did, and everyone's like, "Boo!" He ended to the 6, 7.
Islam does it.
I probably defend title 6, 7 times.
The whole crowd goes nuts. Anything else from the card you wanted to touch on or news-wise this week that wasn't the scandal before we got into this week's card?
No, the only
scandal dominated this.
The only thing I would say,
headline to come out of it. The Jake Paul thing. I mean, I don't care, but
I think Yadier Delval it's funny. It was like everyone's talking about fight fixing, but meanwhile, Yadier Delval thinks he's like the best fighter in the world right now. I saw that tweet. I saw that tweet. It's very funny.
Like I do good. They say it's rigged.
Yeah.
No. We just all saw what happened.
He's got to be rooting so hard for this just to not be rigged.
Yeah, I mean,
he's in denial probably.
Yeah, he got his win bonus.
Yeah,
I mean, he made out better than I think all the bettors didn't get their money. He got his money.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into this weekend's card, let's remind everybody where we'll be betting on it responsibly, legally, with DraftKings.
We will not be breaking any federal laws this week.
No.
And we're talking NBA. All your favorite NBA players are back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Steph Curry drilling logo threes, Donovan Mitchell taking over, and Cade Cunningham leading the next wave. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. Bet quarters, player props, scoring runs, and more, all while the action unfolds. New customers bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, paid in bonus bets. I just saw Red Panda's back after her injury, and I just thought this was a brilliant Clem headline. Then I clicked on the blog and realized he wasn't even kidding. She came back wearing the 4-5 like Jordan. She came back in a Michael Jordan 4-5 jersey. Red
It's actually
Panda.
awesome.
Legendary stuff. Whoever got in her ear and told her to do that. Brilliant. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass. Plus, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. How do we feel about this weekend's card? Better or worse than last weekend in your mind?
Better than last weekend.
Yeah.
I think better.
There's not amazing fights, but there's some decent ones. Like there's some like Tushio or Tulio, sorry, against
CLD.
CLD is actually a pretty good fight. And then I think the main event's a good fight too.
I think Hyder Emil Emmer is a good fight. Simone Barcelos is a good fight.
The first fight of the night, Miles Johns, Daniel Marcos isn't awful.
No,
I
not
saw
bad.
some worse ones last week.
No, not bad.
I kind of like Miles Johns in this fight, but I've never been a big Daniel Marcos fan, and I feel like Miles Johns always fights for your money.
It's plus 154 here.
Yeah, and like you're getting, and I think this will go to decision. Daniel Marcos sometimes is low volume. I think Miles Johns brings the fight to him, and I've been considering plus 154.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not a big Marcos guy either. I remember he got blessed against Davey Grant. He lost that fight. Yeah, I don't hate the Johns call. It's up because I feel like I always want Johns to like go to like some wrestling, and I feel like he hasn't as much like recently. But yeah, I like the one. To me, it's like a dog or pass play. Like, I'm definitely not laying it on Marcos.
Yeah, Marcos
I don't hate the Johns call.
Has the talent at times, but sometimes he's just I'm not his biggest fan.
Maybe another dog or pass fight next. Tisha Pennington versus Denise Gomez. Gomez minus 185.
Tisha's so old.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to lay minus 185 in this fight either.
I haven't really thought about this fight much. The over 2.5 is minus 375. Like it's just like I think this is just. I wanted to pull up right now how old Tisha is, but she is going to be in a tough spot here. Obviously, these women's fights that go to decision are going to be like 50-50 at points. Denise is 36. Denise is 25. Tisha's 36. But Denise Gomes, like, she is on a winning streak, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, to just pick the fight I picked Gomes, I was gonna say kind of what you said, where it's like I don't love it, but just like the age gap is so big.
Yeah.
It just feels like the young bull should kill the young calf should kill the old bull here.
If I could have got Tisha,
When I say kill, I mean win by decision.
Yeah.
it would have been great if I could have got Tisha like plus 200. I would think about getting involved because like maybe the veteran teaches the young bull a lesson, but Denise Gomes just isn't. I don't want to lay that price on her.
Then we've got in the heavyweight division, Josh Hokett from the Contender Series versus Max Jimenez, who is a 42-year-old Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion that was signed.
Yeah.
Hokett is like minus 420, 425.
Yeah, I mean, it's both guys making their debut. Hokett, I thought, showed like nothing. Like he's not good.
He
like,
got a finish, but it was like
the guy just like he died. It was a exhaustion of literal exhaustion.
He said he was going to fight nothing.
That's
but,
right. That's right.
Sex traffickers, gay people or no, trans.
Yeah.
He had a very cringe post-fight speech. Hokett did not impress me at all. Former NFL player, even though like he was kind of like one of the practice squad.
Practice squad guy.
But he didn't show me a lot in his Dana White's Contender Series. I mean, who knows? Maybe Max finds him in a choke here, but I mean, Hokett at points like didn't show great finishability. Maybe over 1.5 plus 120 could be a look, but it is a heavyweight fight, low level. They're going to be throwing bombs.
That's almost why I think it's like another like a dog or pass. Like listen, Hokett might come out here and just like get a takedown and just like roll and like never look back. But I just think he's a guy like I'm waiting for the fade.
They kind of look alike too.
Like I just think he doesn't really have it. Like the guy who fought Contender Series was so bad.
So bad.
Then Jacqueline Cavalcanti versus Maria Buena Silva. Cavalcanti minus 278, Maria Buena Silva plus 225. Again, like, is there any play on this fight?
I mean,
it's a rough start to the card.
It's a little bit of a rough start.
I mean, Cavalcanti is like pretty good. This is a tough matchup for her. It's her first real.
Yeah.
But Buena Silva's fallen off so much since like she choked out Holly Holm, which feels
like it was 20 years ago.
Yeah,
it was kind of a fluke too.
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. But Myra's going to be bigger than her. 5'6" versus. Never mind, 5'8". This is also a big age gap. 34 to 28. Calva County, I feel like can kind of just go to work here, punch from the outside. Like she always does. I mean, she has won. She needs to get a finish at a certain point. She has won since she came to the UFC 4 straight fights by unanimous decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably wins, but it's not like rough start to the card.
Rough.
I think it starts to pick up here. Then you got some good fights the rest of the way.
Hyder Emil, Jamal Emmers, good fight.
I love Emil. I think Emmers is like kind of a good matchup for him because I think Emmers is the kind of guy that will like fade. Like I think Emil will bring the fight to him and eventually he will just like break him.
The under -2.5 is under 2.5 is -195.
I think he even sees a chance that he does get a finish, but I like Emil. I think Emil gets it done. I'm a big fan of Emil.
Yeah, me too. I think Emil had a tough loss to a really good fighter in his last fight. Just got caught early.
Yeah, he didn't really get to fight. He got clipped through that knee, and it was
just over.
Yeah.
That was International Fight Week. Jamal Emmers has never inspired me to bet on him. I remember his fight against. I've felt this way since his fight against what's his name, Jack Jenkins. Emmers does have it feels like he should have the tools, the athleticism, but just always leaves something to be desired. And Hyder Emil is a guy who just fights for it. And I think you're getting a little bit of a discount here for Hyder.
I mean, I just thought of when I was thinking about this fight, I thought of the Nate Landwehr fight. And I don't know if it's exactly going to go like that, but I just think Emil, even if he gets in trouble early, I feel like he will just outlast him.
Yeah.
I remember a guy he had Nate Landwehr dead and then he was dead himself a minute and a half.
Yeah. Call the ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah, no, literally I think that was Nate. He had he's had a million great post fight interviews. I think that was the one he was kick my ass and see what happens.
yeah. That was great.
Oh,
phenomenal.
We just got a announcement for this card. McVeigh against Zachary Reese.
Oh, because that's right. Valentine was out of it. Then they were going to put Dante Johnson, who just fought. And then I guess he couldn't get cleared for some reason. And I guess
Zach Reese, interestingly enough, he had that fight against Dumas. There was an unfortunate nut shot, got stretchered out. Dumas re-signed with the UFC.
Got another one.
Crazy.
You want to know what I actually
crazy?
You want to know what I genuinely
that man unbelievable.
But my true theory on this is that Dana talks so much about how when they do weigh-ins and stuff the numbers and all that, and I think because he's developed kind of this little online thing with all his arrests and stuff, I think he must do a little numbies.
Okay,
that's my theory. You could show me facts that he does no numbers. That's my theory. I think he
might do some numbies.
I think he does some numbies compared to someone that's that low on the card. And he's someone that probably 25 and 25, 30 and 30.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give you a couple more.
Also,
you know what I mean? I don't know.
And also, he's a guy you can call 2 weeks notice.
That's what I'm saying. Dana loves those guys. If you're compared to the grand scheme of things, you're not that expensive and you'll fight kind of whoever, whenever, wherever.
He's a liability outside the cage, though.
Yeah, yep, definitely.
But they don't care. He doesn't. Yeah. Delgado is more of a liability.
No, that is true.
He's just taking his loss.
Allegedly.
You know what? Dumas is probably you know what? The FBI's never come to me. I'm local law enforcement. Yeah. He was Dan, let's get a contract done.
Christian Leroy Duncan, Marco Tulio Silva, battle of the three names.
Great fight.
I can't believe this is on the prelims.
I know.
So
I don't understand why.
I will say on DraftKings, it's listed on the prelims. On Google, it's listed as the first fight of the main card.
It's so weird because this is a fight that I think should be the co-main.
Actually, no. I think it is. It is the first fight of the main. It's a 6-fight main card.
It is.
That it's the first one.
Tulio Silva has not lost in the UFC. I mean, he has a lot of
3-0.
He has a lot of
beat Trayshawn Gore.
Ehor. And then he had
Got great wins.
and then the Contender Series. Now, this is a big step up for him. Both very similar styles. Like they kind of like just throw crazy shit. I don't really know what to do with this. I've been kind of thinking like maybe you just take the dog here. Like Duncan has been in there against much better competition.
He just had I thought his best performance against Anders, knocking out Anders in the first round was a great performance. And Tulio again, he's looked really good, but Trayshawn Gore and Ihor are not good wins at all.
And Duncan's issue has always been if you can take him down, really wrestle him. That's not what Silva's going to do to him.
No.
So I've been considering Leroy Duncan. And I also he has the kickboxing background similar to Silva. I think this could end up being a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. I get it. I think it's another dog or pass. I kind of have a slight lean towards Tulio, but not a minus 185 lean towards him.
Then Simone versus Barcelos. Another good fight, I think. Simone minus 175, Barcelos plus 145. Is there it probably goes to decision, I would imagine. Is there any way Barcelos pulls it out, you think?
I like Simone, but I mean, I'm not crazy. I'm not pounding the table for Simone. But if you asked me to pick the fight, I think Simone wins the fight.
I was kind of leaning him too.
I just think at this stage, Barcelos is really old.
Yeah.
What does he really do better than Simone at this stage right now?
He doesn't. And Barcelos, this is a 5-year age gap. Barcelos is going to fight hard, but honestly, were you that impressed with him against Cody Garbrandt? I don't think so.
No.
He little broed Peyton Talbot, but he's not going to do that to Simone.
No.
That was
I think Simone probably is a little better striker. At least he definitely hits harder for sure. Better striker, I guess we could debate, but he definitely hits harder. I don't think he's going to just take Simone and hold him down like he did Talbot. I think Simone could even maybe get takedowns himself. He's the favorite, and I think rightfully so because the age and all that. But yeah, I think Simone wins.
Then Chris Padilla versus Bonfim. Bonfim minus 198, Padilla plus 164. I like Bonfim a lot. Really?
Padilla
really?
He's tough. He's a durable ass dude. He's a tough dude.
And
the Bonfim brothers are preposterously overrated.
Preposterously,
insane.
I think we could do an anti Bonfim brothers parlay this weekend because I like Randy Brown in the main event. But Padilla, I think as long as he just doesn't get grapple fucked, which I don't think he will, I think he has a chance to even finish him. I'm not the biggest Ismail Bonfim fan, and I think Padilla is low key not bad. I think it's he doesn't fight enough for people to respect him.
I feel like Bonfim's pretty good. Bonfim in particular.
One of the better that I think a lot of us on it know Magic, me, Jack, a lot of people were on it or I think Andrew as well. When Bonfim was minus 350 against BSD.
What awful.
Was the crazy and then BSD was plus 900 by sub.
Yeah.
Tapped him in the first round. Took his back, rear naked choke. Bonfim was just I think he got a lot of hype because he had a good Contender Series performance. He had the great knockout against Terrence
McKinney, of course.
That's where the beef all happened.
Yep.
Jack just knew Cage. Jack just knew Bonfim was gonna win that one. And got shit for it. But yeah, I mean, I just don't think he's that guy. And Padilla is a really tough, durable guy.
I'm gonna be honest. Padilla has better wins than I think when you look at Bonfim's record, he comes in. He beat a no-name on Contender Series, beat McKinney, great performance, loses to BSD, unanimous with Vince Pichel in 2024.
Yeah.
And then Sedikov, obviously, I thought Bonfim looked decent early in that fight, but Sedikov got to cooking and then he knocked him out and the doctor stopped it because it was a beautiful, I think, question mark kick.
Yeah.
Padilla took care of Jai Herbert, Rong Zhu. So I think this is a guy that he stays undefeated in the UFC, and I like him at underdog price.
Yep.
Then we've got Salikov versus Medic. Medic minus 162, Salikov plus 136. No read here for me.
I think Salikov just is he defies aging. I think it's just what he did. I think
the Song Kanan.
Yeah. And then what he did to what's his name? Liao.
Yeah.
I like him round 1, round 2 KO.
Really? Okay.
And
Same.
I
I
also
like him to win.
I like him in the win. I'm going to be on all three of those.
Okay.
So money line. I think Medic is a guy like you could kind of just like he could get caught.
He's hittable for sure.
Also Medic is like it. What's interesting in this fight is Medic has not been past, has never gone. Oh, he did go into round 3 against Semmelsberger, but he knocked him out. But outside of that, that was his first time he was ever in the third round of a fight.
I like Solikov a lot.
Co-main event, respectfully, weird co-main event. Matt Schnell versus Joseph Morales. Kind of confused about this fight being put together and made a co-main event.
I actually understand it because I think you're trying to Morales. He just won Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah,
one Ultimate Fighter. Schnell's a guy who still has a name, was ranked for a long time.
Yeah,
I think this also
loses a lot by finish.
Yeah, he's a do or die. He's a live by the sword, die by the sword fighter.
Just the co-main event thing is weird too.
I just get it in the sense of you're trying to lift Morales, but then if Schnell does something awesome, great moment.
He's that
big
guy.
finish,
Yeah, he's been that guy before.
Like Schnell's done it before, but I think Morales rolls, probably chokes him out. I think Morales probably even gets a finish. I just think at this stage, like Schnell's lost a bunch in a row.
Yeah,
like his win recently was to like Jimmy Flick by decision. Like gross. Like like that's not no disrespect to Jimmy Flick, but like, I think Morales the way he's fighting. Like I think Morales dominates.
I love Morales this weekend. I love him by finish -105 on the DraftKings Sportsbook.
His lines went up quite a bit too. Last week it was like 250. Now it's up to like almost 350.
I really like him. I think he goes to work this weekend. Schnell's finished.
Oh, and he's got to be like, I mean, even that I was dead wrong in the Ultimate Fighter, like the title fight.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a massive underdog and won like pretty handily.
Then the main event, Gabriel Baumthiem versus Randy Brown. You already said you like Randy Brown.
Yes.
I love Randy Brown.
Plus 145 here.
Love it. I think he even potentially gets a knockout. Like I think he wins the fight though. I mean, this is justice for Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy got fucking robbed.
Yep. Yeah,
that was bullshit.
That was.
Wonder Boy was plus like 280, almost 300 in some places, like 2+. I don't. Another one where like I don't think this Baumthiem either is that good. I think Randy Brown is better. I mean, I guess like the Wonder Boy win to me is like not valid. So I guess you could say the best win of the group. But I mean, like Randy Brown's fought so many good guys, beating most of them.
Yeah.
Like his loss are like the weird fight with Battle, who I still think is like good. He lost to JDM, and he actually was looking good kind of until he wasn't. I don't know. I think Randy Brown's legit good.
Me too.
And I think he's just getting better. And I think this is kind of a fight where they feel both of them like it either gets like a big finish, they're getting like a big jump up. Their next fight, they're finally getting like a real like ranked fight. But yeah, I think Randy Brown pieces him up on the feet. Like if he's not able, if Baumthiem's not able to get the grappling going and like get takedowns and like get in good positions like that, if it's on the feet for extended periods of time, like I think this Randy, like Wonder Boy was able to piece him up at like 40 something years old. Like this version of Randy Brown, I think is just touching him up.
I think
and hurting him.
Yeah, I think he finishes him. Yeah, I love Randy Brown. I echo everything that I've said. Yeah, I really like Randy Brown.
I think Randy Brown's the one I feel my favorite bet of the card.
Oh wow!
I think
Morales inside the distance is up there for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Breaking news: Kevin Holland will not be fighting a 6th time this year.
Damn.
Quote: "Got our ass kicked too many times. Sorry, folks. I tried."
Damn. Now they're even like chill.
Yeah. Like we'll see you next year, buddy.
It's easier when you're fighting every time and you're winning.
Yeah.
UFC was like,
we'll see you next year. Enjoy Christmas.
Trust me, you'll get 3 or 4 in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt. As soon as we're on Paramount, see you again.
Also, I don't blame Holland for trying to get a 6th fight. He's probably on like 250 at this point, bro.
Sure.
That man's a millionaire off this year.
Honestly, I bet he doesn't get win show.
Yeah, true.
Like Dan Hooker even said he doesn't get win show. He gets a base.
Yeah.
I bet a guy like Holland gets a nice like 300K base plus maybe even more.
He just wants to fight.
Yeah, just fuck it. Just give me more fights and just gets that next contract. And the contracts, it's usually doesn't go down.
Yeah.
Even if you don't fight that well.
Yeah.
All right. That was the Spinning Back Fist MMA show. UFC Vegas 111, 111, Make a Wish. We'll talk to you next week.